misses the black off the spot through forcing it.
Yeah, he's trying to be a bit too conservative when he gets in amongst the balls. He's trying to pick off reds and try and build up a lead instead of, he had a chance previously when he had a nice angle on the blue. He played for a loose red. He could have gone into the pack. He's just been a little bit too conservative instead of maybe taking a chance or two when he's in. It's a sign of nerves as well, which is understandable, but you've got to be a little bit more aggressive when you do get your chances against this man, because they're very few and far between.
One. Not the best. Headed too thick, that's why he canned the red, so he won't even entertain this long straight blue. He'll keep it tight.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
I think he's left a gap to get back down the table off the 3 reds there that are behind the pink.
Thank you.
Just the gap, as you can see.
Just got to be careful. That's what he's looking at, that he doesn't knock one over the corner pocket.
Well, he was having a look and see. Was it potable? Well, one of them, the very bottom one is potable, but
can't see enough of that one.
No. Oh, needs a bit of luck here. Too hard. Another chance for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Can he find a good pot here? Get on a colour.
Oh, what a great effort that was to cannon the red and leave himself on the pink, but he's just fractions out of being on that pink. And once again, I've seen times where Ronnie O'Sullivan would get down, maybe have a go at the blue, but playing the correct shot. He's playing the percentages at the moment.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
And that tells us that he's fully focused. He's here to win this title, isn't he, the way he's playing at the moment?
Yeah, absolutely. He's given his opponent 100% respect. Not taking any liberties whatsoever. Keeping the pressure on him.
That's not a bad result. It looked as if he was going to leave one right over the pocket, but can't get to the potting angle, as you can see. He can send this red. I don't know, it might even pass that. He's playing a safety shot, but it might go into the right corner. Oh, he's played the other one. Needs to keep that white near the cushion. I think there might be enough room. He's got one to the left corner, but that's a bit tight. But he's got one to the other corner pocket that will go. Just a little bit careless that he had all those 4 colours to drop on and just too much pace on the shot.
Yeah, and the fact that it didn't go into the middle of the pocket
Bramble
didn't help him. Well, is he going to take this brown on? Big shot if he does. Oh, well played. Very brave shot to take on. And Nicely dispatched into the left centre pocket. That was a brave shot.
And that might give him a chance to win this frame. Already a 38-point lead. Can he get on a colour like this? That's no good.
Yeah, lots of noise from the other
Table there, he still seemed to be fully focused, but
wasn't never easy, was it, to get out off that?
I was just surprised, Dennis, with you, the way he played it. I don't know why he didn't play it with a lot of more cue power and try and screw the cue ball out of there. Sometimes when you play that top spin, you know, can't get enough pace. You get too much top spin and the white doesn't go anywhere.
A white save, but what a long pot that Ronnie's knocked in there. Just the pace kept that
in. 8.
I mean, it's all right knocking the green safe there, but to leave the white away from a cushion, you can't do that against
an opponent like Ronnie.
9.
Yeah, when he's knocking long reds in like that, and particularly the position as well on the black, well, it was just exquisite.
16.
Bit of work to do to win the frame, but he's giving himself a chance.
17.
You're always looking for signs with Ronnie O'Sullivan just to see what sort of mood he's in.
Sandy. First indications are very, very good for him. She said Dennis, he looks really up for it and very
25.
focused, concentrated. This gone wrong.
$30. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 30.
Well, it's not the best from Ronnie there because he can get past the blue to the potting angle of this red. It's sitting almost on the pink spot. He shouldn't have been able to have seen this. They're such good potters, these modern day players, that you've got to make sure you hide the ball rather than
leave a half chance like that. Okay, it hasn't dropped nicely on a colour, but it was a very good pot.
Yeah, and also Ronnie's previous shot, knocking the pink safe, is certainly not going to
Yellow ball.
help Ronnie's cause. Should he get another chance? Oh, lovely shot this.
you know, it might be a natural angle to pot this yellow and cannon the green out. I don't.
3.
Maybe not, but it's a tough pot on the yellow. But I don't think it's a natural. But you'd have to play it with a little bit of side, so you don't want to be doing that. So we'll see if he can knock it out.
That's the line you're talking about, but as you said, he might have to use a lot of check side. No, he wasn't playing it, was he?
I don't think the natural line was on there for him. So you'd think green over onto the baulk cushion, white maybe behind the blue, or he's played it harder to try and get in behind the black, and it's a pretty good effort. It's a pretty good effort.
5.
Yeah, good shot. Not so difficult to hit, but it's just the problem of getting it safe. And that's why he's trying to roll onto it. He's hit it. Has he left it? No, he's okay. Good shot.
Couple of choices of getting the safe, a little thin one, and send the white up past the blue, as long as you hit it thin enough, or send the green around. He's just thinking about both, and he's decided to send the green around. Be near the black, I would think.
Foul.
Oh, he's pushed it. Can you believe it? How often? Don't see that very
Run
often.
yourself 4.
And it's a free ball, is it?
Free ball.
Oh, very rarely do you see a professional play a push shot.
Scramble.
He had to play that with bottom, Ken. He sort of hit the white in the middle there.
Push shot. Do you feel it was a foul?
And Ronnie saying, are you
Yeah,
sure
it
it was a
was.
foul? It definitely was a push shot, Ronnie.
He's left a nice angle on the brown and get right down towards this green. Yeah. And that pink that he put safe
3.
earlier on, he didn't want to. And it could become the pivotal ball in this frame. He's already contemplating a few shots ahead. Is it available for a double, or is he going to have to bring it out? Tried to bring it out this time. Look at this for a shot. Oh, what a shot. Just a little bit pacey. Well, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant this is.
Just needs the blue and pink for a steal. What a shot it was to move the pink. You only need the pink, Ronnie. Well, for all the world it looked like it was going to be 2-1, but that push shot proving to be very costly there. And Ronnie O'Sullivan leaves the arena. He'd be more than delighted. He's won all 3.
Thank you, frame 4. Juego change to break.
Yes, thanks, Hazel. Well, the crucible is all theirs now. All eyes on this table and the great man.
This young man, he's finding it difficult out there at the moment. He needs a frame on the board very quickly to settle down.
And it can be quite daunting, can it, Dennis, for players who, you know, come in here playing a great champion like Ronnie, and of course, no noise, no distractions from the other table. You have the crucible all to yourself.
Yeah, when you've been around a while, you loved it when the other table finished and you got the whole of the crucible to yourself. It makes it a lot easier for everyone, in fact, because it's so tight with two tables. Referees got more room. The cameramen, they've got a lot more room. It's so tight for the cameramen when there's two tables. They do such a wonderful job. Now you can see they can move away from the table, and you know the players get used to it. I mean, when there's two tables, the camera sometimes is right in next to the pocket, but it's something you do get used to. Got to be careful here. It's not a straightforward safety shot. You can play off the reds that are behind the pink, and there's a gap back round the table. It's just got to be a little bit careful. He went the other side, so but your line, Ken, was a good idea also.
He played that well. A nice sporting tap on the table from his opponent. Yeah, he found a nice pathway there. Wow, look at this. These two reds, possible line into this left corner pocket. They might be, you know. That might be a 3-ball plant. Ronnie has spotted that. Could go close. Didn't get the first connection right, but needs to slow up, otherwise he might have left the pot into this right corner pocket. Yes, he's on it. So can go Chang find a good pot, get on a colour, and try and make something happen for himself. Needs to, quickly.
Missed one like that in the opening frame, I think it was. It was even easier than that. He just hit it a bit on the thick side, and he's done it again. But as you say, Ken, with no noise from the other side of the arena, it is daunting for a new player.
One.
Just weighing up the situation here. A few shots time. Maybe get that black back on its spot. So you can see him just eyeing the reds up, that brain working overtime.
Six. 7.
He made that look easy because he'd gone too far with his previous positional shot. And he's gone a little bit too
12.
far with that because he's got a can on the other red, which affects the positional side. You've got to be a bit careful here. That
13.
red's going to block the pink. He played for the pink, and look where the red's gone. Can you believe it? Just because he was slightly out of position. Bit unlucky to send the red and cover the pocket. He was perfectly on the pink. What a recovery that is. What a great recovery that is. And he can get back
20.
up onto the black. And there's plenty more to come here. Frame before
21.
the mid-session interval. It's looking good again for the Rocket.
Yeah, that was a wonderful pot, but also the cannon on the blue to hold the cue ball. Otherwise, cue ball would have been lost up into the balk area. He wouldn't have been on that red into the left centre. It was
28.
wonderfully executed that. Back
29.
in prime position, and he's off again. It's just the rapidity as well of what she plays, Dennis. It just,
36.
you know, his thought process, it just comes to him so quickly, so naturally. And you'd be sitting down in your chair and after about 5 minutes, well, frame is nearly over.
37.
Yeah, the current world champion, Zhao Xingtong, is a left-hander, but he's similar to Ronnie. You know, he's smooth around the table, but very, very quick and fluent. I mean, the first two frames were just over 11 and 13 minutes. It doesn't take
44.
long to win a frame.
$45.
Yeah, there's an air of electricity, isn't there, around Ronnie when he's buzzing
51.
around the table. Very busy, as
52.
opposed to Xingtong, who sort of floats around the table very casually, very languid style. But both just as quick as each other. $52 points in the lead, so he's going to need another couple of reds after this with colours. Lovely positional shot.
59.
Put that red into the opposite corner.
60.
And making the game look very, very easy at the moment.
$66. $67.
Absolutely dead quiet in the crucible. They are watching a genius at work.
74. 75.
Not going to be easy to make a century break, but you wouldn't put it past him.
And he's got on this red
82.
perfectly.
83.
But not quite high enough on the pink. He's going to need a good shot to keep the break going here and get on the next red. Lots of side, and he's played it. And he's played it nicely, a nice bounce.
89.
That
90.
shot with all that side on it to knock the pink in, it's hard to tell you how difficult that is. And look at this shot. Wow. I said I wouldn't put it past him making a century break.
98.
Incredible.
And we talked, question what sort of form he was in. Was he a little bit rusty? He's certainly not rusty whatsoever. Those questions
105.
were firmly answered.
106.
This is Ronnie O'Sullivan. That's ultimate best. What's a player?
Will you hear this? He's made 1,326 century breaks.
113.
Incredible.
Shame about the yellow. But he won't be bothered about Ronnie O'Sullivan. What a start from the former champion. Is he rusty? He certainly isn't. He's
Make it
4-0 up.
39, Piggy.
Yes, the darling of Dublin made me a nice cup of tea. Can't believe it. He offered me a biscuit, but I refused that. But what a
Thank
great
you.
opening
Frame
4
five.
frames from Ronnie O'Sullivan. They didn't last very long. They were very fluent, Ken.
Yeah. Very quick. 4 frames, and I wonder did Go Chan go into the practice room to try and just loosen up, pot a few balls, because it's been a very nervous debut for the young man. As I said, he had a wonderful win against Jack Lizelle, played so well in his final qualifying match, but there's another error, unforced. Might be sitting down for a little
Thank
while.
you.
Cannot give this man easy chances like this.
Yeah, we talk about the interval sometimes can change things around, but not if you're going to make elementary mistakes like that. It's going to be more of the same, you would have to say. I mean, Gui Shang had knocked in a couple of unbelievable long reds, but then he missed 2 sitters into the right corner that were right over the pocket. Can't afford that against the 7 times champion of the world.
Seven.
I'll play a little cannon on the red just below and play for the pink into the right centre.
Eight.
I think he just thought about it for a while. It was always going to take you a shot, Ken. He just wondered where the pink was going to go when he pots it, so pink spot looks to be occupied. I don't think the pink is sitting on its spot. If it is, it would be okay. That's what Ronnie was contemplating there. And it is. There's plenty of
14.
room. Yeah, not a problem. Pink still potable. It's still not straightforward, but the black's out of commission. I think the pink, we know the pink's okay into the right corner, but I'm not sure if it goes into the left corner. There, plenty of room. So
20.
at the moment, he's okay with that pink. Might be able to develop the black and, well, in fact, he can get
21.
on now. Ah, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Just 2 shots
28.
and he got the black in the open. He's such a quick brain.
Yeah, that's the genius of Ronnie O'Sullivan. Straight away, just attacking that black first opportunity. And that's what he was working out a couple of moments ago. How am I going to free this black up into both pockets? Well, there you saw, just 1 shot. Could have stayed
29.
on the black that time, but once again, perfect top side of the blue. Having a look to see what's available into this bottom right corner pocket. Is that red just left of the black? Is it potable? I mean, he's having another. I mean, he'd love that red to be on, but it's very, very tight. But I think it does pot. It was the perfect camera angle there. going to wait for a better opportunity. I'm not 100% convinced, but he can.
34.
He's got a nice angle on the red here. He can play for the black now. Leave a nice angle.
35.
Would have loved, yeah, a little grimace from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Wanted a better angle on the black. He'll still get on this red.
$42. Ronnie
He's got away
O'Sullivan,
with
42.
it. He's got away with it. Bad miss, but he's been lucky.
He just hesitated slightly. I thought he was going to get up off the shot and back down again. He changed his mind while he was down on the shot there. But as you mentioned, Ken, very fortunate. But that's usually the case. The player that's playing well makes a mistake and always seems to get away with it. If you're struggling and you miss a shot like that, you usually stick it up.
Thank you.
It's just okay, but you've got to put a telling safety in against someone like Ronnie. Put him in trouble, really. A little bit pacey. Now, he knocked a couple of long ones in earlier, missed a couple of sitters, but this shot, under the circumstances, 4-0 down, 42-0 behind in the fifth. A lot of pressure on this one.
He has put a couple of cracking long pots. He's going to need another one good here. He can hold for the black here. Oh, lovely. Very nice. And he's got the bounce off the cushion. Perfect on the black. And now he's got to somehow try and score from here. And that would really settle him down. He's got a bit of a problem with that red on the left-hand side cushion. He won't worry about that just yet, but he's going to need that. First of all, try and tidy up these reds and get some points on the board.
9.
Yeah, if you were in your club having a little practice session, you'd throw a few balls out on the table around the
16.
pink and black, and that's how he's got them sitting here, so you'd have to be pretty careless to
17.
let this chance slip away. And he needs to settle down. We keep on saying it, you never settle until you get your first frame on the board. And that's what he's looking for.
$24. $25. $30. $31.
Just a little bit further than he would have liked. He would have tried to try and hold the cue ball down this left-hand side of the table for two reds into the right corner. Digging into the cue ball here. Off 2 cushions. And this looks a bit pacey. A little bit pacey. He's lost it slightly. Okay. Can still pot this red, but a little bit more of an angle on it now.
That's where he wanted to be, and he just overhit it, got a little bit too much side anywhere in that circle. He had a choice of reds. He's got the red as the cannon. It's okay, well played. So far, so good. Still 2 available reds, and then the one that Ken mentioned was always going to be the problem, but
He's done well to get this far. Can he keep it going? If you're playing an exhibition, you'd pot this and try and move the difficult red, but it's the Crucible Theatre. It's the World Championship. And he's switching hands. It's amazing how many of them do that these days. Is he gets a round of applause, but is he unlucky?
44.
Has that cannon covered things? It must be tight. It is tight. Amazing.
He's unlucky there. He could play
A gentle swerve around the red, but it's risky. He's going for it. Too much.
Hugo Chang. 44.
well, at first glance, he hasn't left an easy starter, but he just overswears that. He was very unlucky with that cannon.
Good pot. Kiss. Not very favourable, but he still can get on that red. He's stroking the ball lovely at the moment.
Eight.
6 points in front. How will he go about the difficult last red?
9.
If he's straight, it's not going to be easy. He's got a slight angle, you know. He'd be able to screw in behind. Did it just off the
14.
cushion. Doesn't have to switch hands now. Oh, a delicate one. No.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. 14.
He'd be disappointed. The white needed to bounce just a little bit off the cushion. It left it very awkward there. Still expected him to knock it in.
One.
Needs to pull up.
He's okay. I think he's got a slight angle, but the problem will be the brown. But there's enough room from the brown to the cushion that if he gets the chance, get in behind it. Now just get a nice angle, screw the cue ball back 3 or 4 inches, and give himself a nice angle on the green.
Well, I just put the 2 white balls in there, but he needs an angle on the green to be able to get there. As Ken mentioned, there's enough room, so I don't think he can get there now.
I think he's got a slight angle. He's got to try and force it with lots of power here. Look at the angle. It's not much, but he can force it over there. Lots of stun. Needs to slow up. Oh, just ran on.
11.
Just ran on a little bit too much to make this a formality. This is missable into a blind pocket. What a shot. And he's on the blue.
And he's got an angle, but he has to go in and out of ball. What way does he go? If he goes off 2 or 3 cushions, you've got to avoid the middle pocket now. It looks like he's just going off the 1 cushion. Oh, don't forget to pot the blue. Chance missed.
Hugo Chang, 15. Thank you. Settle down, please.
Yeah, he had to force it, but still, he should have knocked that in. And one good long pot here. He still needs a good pot into the middle. Slight angle, but what a steal this will be.
And it's safely in. I thought Gujang was going to settle down and get his first frame on the board, but he hammered that blue, and Ronnie O'Sullivan took full advantage, and he takes the frame. It's now 5-0.
Thank you. Frame 6, Hugo Chang to break.
Yeah.
And not a great break off from Go Chang. Left the red into this left centre. Now the angle. May have to swing the cue ball and avoid a little few reds here. Oh, he has done. He couldn't play that naturally. He needs to slow up.
1.
Just shows you how quick this table is. such a perfectionist. That would annoy him, not being on a ball colour there.
Bramble. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
Tried to block this escape route off down the left side of the table, but he can just pass the pink to snick them. As you can see there, everybody's looking. Ronnie's looking. He tried to cover that, did Ronnie? The brown's in a pretty good place now to try and hide the cue ball behind. Similar type shot available here with the safety. And it's a bit careless to hit the blue, really. Might have covered the one that's over the pocket. Yeah, he has. Now the blue has joined the brown over there, and don't be surprised if the white's not in behind them. A lot of congestion around that corner pocket. Didn't quite get in behind the brown and blue, but everything's covered by the looks of things.
I just wonder, Dennis, will he try and cut this red onto the other? Certainly not straightforward, but he's not 100% sure where the cue ball is going to go if he does play that shot, so he's going to play another one and try and find the gap. Quite possible he could plant this red. Yeah, well played. Now, how's the look? Is it going to hold for the green? Just about. Good shot. This nicely worked out. Can he get up amongst these reds and get on the black at some stage? Well, certainly going to be straightforward. The red near the black spot to the left would be ideal. If you could get on that, that would be beneficial indeed. He's trying to get on it. Just needs to hold up. This looks pretty good. Yeah, excellent shot. Well played. And if he plays that red, he can knock the other red away and still be on the black. Well, there's the angle. Now, can he get into the cue ball enough and just pot this and still stay on the black? Oh, he's unlucky. He caught the black.
5.
Just couldn't get enough bite on the cue ball. Needed to miss the black there.
Green ball. Kwogo Chang, 5.
Bit more pace and this shot wouldn't have been available to Ronnie, the two reds over the left side of the table. He would have covered them as well. But he can get back down off this one. There's a couple of potential pots here, but when you're 5-0 down, they're far from easy. He's knocked in a couple of cracking long pots, but he's also missed a couple of sitters. And this is a test. This is a big test here. No, just cued across it slightly. He hasn't left anything. I was going to say easy, but the red near the pocket is quite comfortable. It's away from the cushion, so that was causing a bit of a problem there with that last shot. He knew if he missed it, he was leaving this one. Groans from the whole of the Crucible Theatre. They didn't see that coming. Lapse in concentration there.
Call the police, Dennis. Could do a good 60 break or so. Go Chang here. Try and salvage something from this session.
Eight.
Just all going wrong. He was hampered slightly, and I still expected him to knock that in, but just bridging over there, over a couple of awkward balls. He just hasn't settled.
One. Eight. Nine.
All those stats look pretty good for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Pot success 95%, long pot success, and that's impressive. 80%, 4 from 5.
$16. 7.
Went for the pink here, purposely. That frees up the red just beneath it.
$23.
You can't help but feel a little bit sorry for Gao Chang, Dennis, you know. It can be such a wonderful place, the Crucible, when you sat in that chair and everything going wrong and you haven't settled it. Be very lonely. We would have been looking
20.
forward so much to this match. Nice little shot. He brought another red into play. He's still on this red into the right
31.
corner pocket. Oh, well. Has he covered it?
William Sullivan, 31.
May have. Well, no, he's on the red. He's okay.
One.
I hit it all wrong. Potted the red into the wrong side of the pocket. He was hoping to screw out onto the black there, and he just didn't catch it. That's where he wanted to screw the white, and he mishit it.
Seven. Eight.
Yeah, almost dead straight on the black. Can't do a great deal with the cue ball here. Might be able to power it in, create a bit of an angle. That's not bad. He didn't play to be on this one. He was trying to get back across for the one to the right of the pink, but he's left himself now
15.
with a little twitchy one along the cushion. Well done.
16.
And the Crucible crowd getting behind this very talented Chinese player here. A lot of Ronnie supporters in Ken, but they would love to see this player get his first frame on the board.
Yeah.
23.
Without doubt, I'm sure you get the loudest cheer of the afternoon if he did manage to get. He's still got a bit of work to do though. Just had a glance at the score.
24.
He's got an angle on the pink. I'm sure he can come off one, possibly two cushions and land behind the loose red of the two. There's the pace. Yeah, once again, just over hitting or under hitting the
30.
cue ball. Just can't keep a good rein on it.
Both pots are awkward. To the corner, to the middle. He's weighed them both up. And I think it's the middle pocket he's going for. No, wasn't easy, but it's gone safe.
Hugo Chang, 30.
Just thinking if he could screw in behind the green, but the red will go close to the blue and brown if he tried to do that. Might not be available to him, that shot. The green's in, is it? That was close to being a split ball. Quite close to hitting the green and red at the same time there.
was just wondering, will Ronnie attempt to knock one red into the other and screw back behind the black, bring both reds into play? Didn't fancy that. Trying to hide it behind blue and brown. Good attempt. But the problem with that shot is possibly left a double on this red, or even if he didn't fancy the double, he'll try and get that cue ball back behind brown and blue. It's a big target. Knock the red down the table. He's gone for the double. Has he got cover? He's having a good look. I don't think he's got the cover, so he must be on the red. Just about. Oh. Wow. He's left them.
I think there's just one red available. The other one is not potable.
One.
Now, what sort of an angle has he got on the pink? He's pointing the tip of the cue, which means he's going to try and leave a double. So he's got to get the white exactly where he wants here. Now, can he get the double this time? He tried it previously. What is he, 17 in front? If the double goes in, he'd finish on the black, you would think. What an important double, and we're right behind it. We'll know if it's in before he does. It's there. Well done.
Hey.
But look where the cue ball has finished.
Hugo Chang, 8. Thank you.
That's just about all right, but if Ronnie can hit 2 cushions and knock the yellow safe, it's anyone's frame. All about where he knocks the yellow. You could settle for that.
Yeah, don't think that was the right shot Go Chang played. Okay, I understand he's trying to get the black safe, but it's not really safe where it is. I think he would have been better tying Ronnie up tight behind the pink there. Now he's faced with a tough one here, Dennis.
He's thinking about it. He'd have to play this with so much patience, stop and topspin to get up to the green. That's what he's thinking about, but what a shot that would be if he takes it on. Wow. Just making sure. Don't blame him for that. Just needs the green to leave Ronnie needing a snooker. Wonderful pot. What a pot that is. He's looking at the scoreboard. 1 snooker needed. He's pulled out a couple of unbelievable pots. The yellow, but the green was exceptional.
Yeah, fantastic. I'd love to see this brown go down. Yeah, well played. And that will guarantee Ronnie O'Sullivan standing in his chair. There's 3 wonderful pots in a row, and that will give him a bit of confidence. Doesn't have to do anything exceptional with the blue, just in or over the pocket. Yeah, well played. 4 good pots in a row. And eventually, Go Chang will get his first frame on the board this afternoon. Pink doesn't go in, but I'm sure Ronnie O'Sullivan gives the nod to the referee. He certainly does. Well, he's waited a long time, but it's been worth waiting for. Go Chang gets his first frame on the board, but the 7-time champion still leads 5-1.
Thank you. Thank you. Frame 7. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Brought the red up.
With the break-off shot, but the brown has covered it, and it turns out to be quite a good break-off.
If he comes down off the bunch, he's got to make sure he gets enough pace, otherwise he will leave that red to the left of the blue. So he's just coming off the side cushion to nestle into the side of the pack. Oh, he's gone too narrow. This is not where he might be okay, but well.
Foul and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan 7.
He misjudged that, and he was lucky not to leave a pot on there.
Have a look, Coach. Yes, Ronnie. Thank you.
Well, that's a mistake. He's left the red on just above the black into the left corner pocket. Free shot here for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, he's just gone slightly off the boil. He's lost his concentration, Ronnie O'Sullivan, at the moment. It's been too easy for him.
Might have covered this one, but I think he can come off the cushion and possibly pot it and still hold for the black. Let's have a look. Yeah, well, he could try and plant one onto the other. But that could go wrong. Not guaranteed. He'd have to hit this. If he hits it to the left of the red, it won't go in. He needs to hit it full on. Well played.
1.
He made it look easy, but he had to be very precise there, and what a chance now. And, well, you don't
6.
qualify for the Crucible Theatre being a terrific player, and he's got a chance now to show us the form that he showed in the qualifiers.
7.
Yeah, and of course, the man who he beat, Jack Lisowski, already won his first ranking tournament this season, beating Judd Trump in the final, and of course got all the way to the final of the Welsh only a few weeks ago. So he was a man in form, and to beat him in the qualifier, it was a great feather in his
40.
cap. Now, they're getting that first frame on the board. Can he show us some of that form?
$15.
Pink spot looks covered, so that will go at the
Just
back
a
of the
moment,
pack as Olivier Martial last, just for a moment. Might be actually better, Dennis. I don't know whether you agree or not, but to go up for the blue here, you know, and maybe split the pack from the blue rather than the black.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely,
21.
because with the pink there, it's pretty awkward, but he's switching hands again. I'm just wondering if
22.
I'm wondering if he had a player with the pink of potted, it would have been easy to have moved the reds off the pink. And the pink's not on. You can see from that angle it's not on. But now we can do, as you suggested, or even go up for a bulk
29.
colour to get into the bunch. If you can't hold for the blue.
$30.
Could hold for the blue, so a key shot coming up. He needs to hit that and just have a look, make sure there's no plants on. Hit the red right at the pinnacle of the triangle. Full ball with plenty of pace. He'll spread them all over the place. That's the line that Ken has put up there. Oh, he played that so well. Watch the cue ball here. And that was executed perfectly. They all must practice with their other hand, because Wu is unbelievable when he switches hands. In fact, he's on a par with Ronnie O'Sullivan, and I mean, this player, he made that look effortlessly.
Yeah, he's pretty good, isn't he? He's played a few shots left-handed today and played them very well. You see most of the boys in the academy, whether it be in Victoria's or even Ding Junhui's academy, if they're right-handed, they play at least an hour or so left-handed, practice with it. I remember Ronnie doing that. Well, long time ago when he was just 17 or 18, back in the club in Ilford in S.
$50.
Teraz tylko dopilnować, żeby biała przeszła przez poziomą oś stołu, żeby osiągnął
Właściwą stronę do niebieskiej.
a może nawet i dwiema teraz do wyboru. Jeżeli z tej niższej jest w stanie przesunąć białą z pozycją do czarnej, bardziej oddaloną od bandy, do której, prawda, czy w ogóle dostęp na kącie wbicia posiada.
I wyjście na czarną do prawej, na różnej kieszeni. Nabierze tę wyższą, oby się nie oszukał na ocenie. Patrzymy na czarną, czy ona się nie poruszy. Chińczyka. Wcześniej z ustawieniem białej na czerwoną do lewego środka, to nawet powinien być chyba pierwszy wybór, ta czerwona do środkowej. No, czerwona plus kolor. Jeszcze tego potrzebuję, żeby mieć dwa. Teraz może być dylemat, czy do różowej, bo to robi się samo, czy jednak dużo mocniej i pozycja do łatwiejszej, potem na wbicie czarnej. Ale o czym myślał, gdzie było skupienie, gdzie koncentracja, to nie miał prawa aż tak nie dociąć Może faktycznie bardziej skoncentrować, ale niewiele brakowało i w ogóle zakończyłoby się bez wygrywających punktów. 62 przewagi, 59 na stole.
Próbuję tu rozstrzygnąć tę partię. Trafia. Trafia, wychodzi, nie wychodzi na czarną, jest różowa zatem, ale jest frame. Za krótko chyba. Jest czerwona spod różowej.
No i wszystko już
Technologia przyszłości w Twoim zasięgu.
Bulion drobiowy winiary. Gęsty. Pół litra. Gotuj z bulionem winiary. Drobiowy. Wołowy.
Sprawdź loteriadaftona.pl.
tempo pojedynku Reniego Sullivana i He Guotianga, ale to no, takiego czegoś potrzebował chiński zawodnik. To on też trochę bardziej, trzeba powiedzieć, tutaj dyktuje takie tempo. 5-2. A jakby tak udało się dalej pójść za czasem He Guotiangowi, to może z tego popołudnia wynieść całkiem niezły rezultat. Nie udało się skompletować breaka 100-punktowego. Na debiucie na pewno to wiedział, że to dzieło przypadku, a mimo wszystko i tak pogratulował za to uderzenie Chińczykowi. Przy niebieski właśnie, żeby
już pozostałości trójkąta. I droga białej rodem z rozbicia, kiedy ustawia się ją w polu D między brązową a zieloną.
No tak przyklasnął sędziom, ale wcale to nie było dokładne zagranie Hegłocięga, nie ominięta bila żółta. Bez skombinowania boczną rotacją. Oj, za grubo. Tutaj za grubo. Jak tam popatrzył, dowodzenie między czerwonymi. Natomiast to było takie dosyć naturalne odejście, ale raczej bez próby wbicia. Tutaj musiał z górę stołu.
Nawet na wbicie bili, która stoi pod lewą bandą. Przejdzie się może takie sprowadzenie białej bardzo blisko kieszeni. Później będzie miał czarną wzdłuż bandy, może nawet i dużą kieszeń właśnie z racji. O właśnie, tutaj jest ta pozycja. No i jeżeli nie idzie obok czarnej do kieszeni, to jest dobrą okazją do schowania białej za czarną. Wysokiej czerwonej na kieszeń środkową. No tak jak dla mnie to jest ostatni wybór w ogóle, ale zobaczymy. Bila na cięciu do środka. Trudne minięcie też niebieskiej. Trudne wyjście do kolorowej. I jeszcze gra to z podniesionego kija.
No jeszcze z lekko podniesionego kija, żeby tam ominąć dobrze niebieską, żeby dobrze wyjść sobie na nią w drodze powrotnej. Gucjanga to wcale nie jest łatwy układ, bo nie ma za bardzo na razie jak rozgrywać wysokich kolorów. Może warto tutaj sobie troszkę przestrzegać. No przede wszystkim warto byłoby niebieską wbić. No to maestro, teraz zapraszamy do stołu. Zobaczymy, jak sobie z tymi problemami, których tu jest niemało, poradzi Ronnie O'Sullivan. Czy tu dojść do przy kieszeni? A problemy, o których mówiłem, to wiążą się z wokół niego aż 4.
Zacząć.
Podejście jest na czarno, jest na razie wszystko w porządku.
To wcześniejsze pudło bili niebieskie i wtedy, kiedy celowo
Czerwonych.
no tyle podarowanie sobie.
I ta różowa wciąż jest zastawiona, może nawet i bardziej niż
Wydawało się, że nie ma szans na to. Choć warto byłoby wcześniej pozbyć się tych blisko stojących czerwonych i otworzyć drogę czarnej też do lewej narożnej kieszeni.
mówiąc, czy kiedy otworzę ją, Oliver Martil wciąż będzie bilą do rozegrania na prawą kieszeń.
Tam parka czerwonych przechodzi do lewej narożnej kieszeni, więc do nich teraz kąta. Dlatego ta krótka wycieczka posprawdzał O'Sullivan. Optymalne ustawienie. No nie wiem, może jednak ta niższa. No nie wiem, może jednak ta niższa, bo tu jest kąt teraz na wyjście od bandy, a na tej wyższej.
Na dwie nawet na bandę.
25.
Na styk. No.
Właściwe kąty O'Sullivan.
Czarna cały czas do rozegrania tylko do prawej narożnej kieszeni, dlatego teraz koniecznie centralnie na następną czerwoną. Oj, stacji znowu na czarną do tej samej kieszeni. Ta drobna niedokładność powoduje duży problem.
Chciałby zagrać bardziej miękko niż potrafi, żeby wsteczna rotacja chwyciła.
O'Sullivan. Dlatego tak nisko na białej. Można było tam próbować podbić też czarną, ale to takie, tak żeby ona przestawiona została w lewo. No tutaj tak, jeszcze ten brud trzeba został usunąć, warto został.
Może właśnie też celowo Sullivana rozpisano na bardziej końcowe dni. Najbardziej upaćka swoją kredą. Tak, o jedyny w tej chwili korzysta z triangle. Czy żółto oberwało od białej i świetne miejsce znajduje bardzo przypadkowo. O, drugą. Prawdopodobnie spadać będzie białą też, gdzieś tam pod kieszeń zieloną może się uda. Teraz czerwonej. Nie chodzi mi tutaj o wyższą bilę na lewą, tylko bardziej na kieszeń z automatycznym odprowadzeniem białej. O właśnie, ta bila tylko wyraźnie niedocięta przez... I może nie...
Ważniejsze w tym zagraniu jednak wyprowadzenie białej na górę po wstecznej rotacji. Na tym bardziej skupi się Chińczyk niż na... Poszła tam na górę czerwona bila, mogła równie dobrze wystawić się na łatwy start Sullivanowi.
Takie dotoczenie będzie grał O'Sullivan.
Kogo Jiangfu.
No zobaczymy, bo prędzej czy później i tak pewnie cel osiągnie O'Sullivan, ale w zależności od tego, jak bilę zostawia, jak białą w stosunku do czerwonej, w jakiej możliwości okroić Hegłociangowi. Nie białej. No to nawet jak pół milimetra przestawi, to pewnie już zadowolony będzie, a to różnica praktycznie żadna.
Spoko.
Upewnił się arbiter, jest tak jak być powinno. Sullivan wraca i teraz już wystarczył.
Ale jak? Jakby się w ogóle zachwiał tak przy wyprowadzeniu kija. No wystarczyło, żeby
Żeby jednak wyższą pozycję białej wypracować do bieli czarnej. Teraz zamiast łatwej kontynuacji ma dosyć mocno wyrzucający kąt i albo duży półdystans, widzimy na którą wolny kąt ma właśnie, żeby tam na górę powędrować, ale lepiej byłoby jednak zostać na dole stołu niziutko na białej, więc właśnie takiego rozwiązania będzie szukał Guo-Tsiang.
za wysoko. Chyba za wysoko w stosunku do czerwonej spod różowej.
No tak, ale to nie można innym błędnym teraz jakimś rozwiązaniem czy błędną decyzją naprawiać błędu, którego się nie da już odkręcić.
Jest chyba jeszcze jedna brilla, ta najwyżej stojąca z tych nisko położonych.
Guo-Tsiang, 8.
Nie tylko udało się wygrać dwie partie Guo-Tsiangowi, ale przede wszystkim, i to może chyba jest najważniejsza informacja, spowodować, że on teraz musi przestać się nudzić w tym meczu i Sullivan.
No, trochę rytmu potrzebuje złapać Ronnie O'Sullivan
7.
w tych dwóch ostatnich frame'ach. Owszem,
Na pewno to nie są przyjemne momenty, kiedy z takiej płynnej gry, z doskonałą kontrolą białej, taką swobodą, jaką zawsze znamy z gry Roniego O'Sullivana, no i z tego wpada w taki marazm. Jedyny sposób, żeby z tego się wydostać, to znowu zacząć punktować, wykorzystać chociażby taki układ jak Monte.
no, mocno takie utwardzone przeprowadzenie białej.
22.
Nawet nie postępowała rotacja, bardziej przesunięcie. Czerwona do prawej narożnej. No, sporo tempa na różowej, ale akurat z tego będzie automatycznie robiła się pozycja na parkę.
29. 30.
odzyskany rytm konkretnych bić. Były zalążki, siły potrzebuje dużo. Myślę też, kosztuje Hegłocianga takie cedzenie. Pewnie nie chce, ale jakby no nie ma dzisiaj to tak naprawdę zmaga się ze swoimi słabościami dzisiaj. Druga część pierwszej sesji zdecydowanie lepsza w wykonaniu Hegłocianga. 84-14. Frame sesji 6-2. Jeszcze jedna partia.
Wyposażenie i pełen komfort każdej podróży. Cherry Tiggo 8 z napędem Cherry Super Hybrid. Technologia przyszłości w Twoim zasięgu.
Coś okrągłego? CIF to wyczyści. Żółtego? CIF to wyczyści. Dla psa to zabawka? CIF też to wyczyści. Nowy CIF Infinite Clean z naturalnymi probiotykami. Wypróbuj CIF Infinite Clean. To nie magia. To jest lek. Dla bezpieczeństwa stosuj go zgodnie z ulotką dołączoną do opakowania i tylko bez problemów, bez podrażnień. Stylizuj zarost i włosy na ciele. Philips.
Nie jest na pewno jeszcze Ronnie Sullivan był, a potem troszeczkę to przygasło, przystopowane zostało. W grze Ronniego Sullivana. Na 6-2, za momencik ostatnia partia przed zakończeniem pierwszej sesji meczu. A tam pod Crucible Theatre pewnie emocji powinno być. Dzisiaj dwa rozstrzygnięcia czekają kibiców w meczu Jada Trumpa oraz w drugim spotkaniu, w którym z kolei faworytem Sean Murphy. Rywalami odpowiednio Gary Wilson i Liam Pullen.
Fan Zhengui.
Pan Zhengui, przepraszam, zgadza się. Tak. Sean Murphy swoją drogą dzisiaj mocno niepocieszony, nawet no tak oficjalnie czy otwarcie wyraził swoje niezadowolenie. Była jakaś tam sytuacja, w której on, będąc złożonym do zagrania, usłyszał taki niewybredny komentarz kibica siedzącego w pierwszym rzędzie, zaraz przy jego stole. No i spudłował w konsekwencji zagranie, do którego się składał. Zdaje się, przegrał tego frame'a. No, oby dzisiaj wieczorem nie było żadnych takich nieprzyjemnych incydentów. Ale to też specyfika jednak Crucible Theatre. Tutaj kibice są tak blisko zawodników, jak nie są w żadnym innym turnieju. Jakikolwiek, jakieś dźwięki, jakieś właśnie takie komentarze, nawet pod nosem czynione mogą dotrzeć do uszu zawodnika.
Od negatywnej, odstawnej.
No, Sullivan na razie rozpoczyna tę taktyczną podtyczkę. Chodziło tu o Sullivanowi o to, żeby zbliżyć się bardzo do dolnej bandy, żeby wykluczyć
Możliwość cięcia czerwonej z nad czarnej na lewy narożnik i teoretycznie może da się. Czy białą bez kontroli i wątpliwe wbicie. I takich rzeczy raczej nie łapie się.
Hegłociang minąć byle brązową. Nawet ten kontakt z nią całkiem.
Odstawić biała no dosyć pewny kontakt by tu musiała mieć, ale potem naturalnym kątem idzie za tę ściankę żółto-brązowa. No to jest jedno z rozwiązań. Miejsce, gdzie przyłożył kij przed chwilką Sullivan, to jest miejsce, gdzie musiałaby się odbijać biała właśnie w drodze powrotnej.
Biesku jeszcze fantastyczne trafienie Sullivana. A tamta odstawna była taka pewna nawet na 70, 80, może nawet i więcej procent, ale wycofał się z tego Sullivan.
Sam pewnie zaskoczony był tym, że czerwona wpadła. Tu ważniejsze było właśnie w całym tym zagraniu wycofanie. W ogóle w całym turnieju pewnie. Choć wiele z tego nie uzyskał Sullivan.
I do wbicia z podniesionego kija nie ma już żadnej bili. Nawet te dwie po prawej stronie stojące nie nadają się do
Clever, but Ronnie already got ideas of putting him back behind the yellow and brown again. And he's swinging it over behind the green this time, blocking off the escape route down the left side, or that's what he was hoping to do.
And he has blocked off that escape route.
Given
Zhang plenty to think about here. Ronnie probably one of the best tactical and safety players the game's ever seen. We know he's the best break builder. He's
had more century breaks than any other player, but his
tactical game. I remember watching the final between him and Mark Williams. Break building was superb, but some of the safety play they both played was incredible.
Yeah, it's never ABC, is it? Like with Ronnie, he's always looking to try and find that perfect spot. Is he having a go with this red? Oh, got close, but once again, look at the cue bar. Screwing it back into the bulk area. He hasn't left that red over the left centre. It's too far down to be cuttable. Ronnie having a little grin to himself.
Yeah, the first player ever to play that shot, you couldn't get back down the table, where you're screwing straight back down the table, was the Canadian, Big Bill Werbenick. He had unbelievable cue power. And the cloths weren't that lively back then, Ken. Look at this.
Well, that was a fluke. He didn't play that.
Yeah, he got a brilliant white, but the bonus to see the red drop in.
I think he's going to take this brown on, you know. He's not going to drop in behind it. No problem. Played it in such a way he could pot this next red into the left corner and hold for the pink into the middle. Lovely.
6.
He's nicely in amongst them now, but this was the shot here.
12.
Maybe. Do you think he meant that, Ken? Don't think so. Didn't hold his hand up to apologise, but
13.
Play that pink with a lot of pace. Just to try
19.
and split some of the reds away from the pink spot. Yeah, lovely shot.
20.
now this is where years of practice come into play, with these delicate little screw and stun shots, because the black and the blue are slightly out of commission. I mean, look, the white's not moving any more than 6 to 9 inches with each shot. Wonderful to watch.
26.
There's another one.
27.
White hardly moving. In fact, it's not often you see this, where the white hardly moves.
33.
But it's just the way the reds were situated there, and he had to have pinpoint accuracy with every shot.
Yeah, just not exactly where he wanted it. I mean, he's on this red into the corner. It's okay. He's held it
34.
nicely. Just let out a little groan there. He sort of betwixt and between, but he's okay now. Just stun the pink in. Just follow that cue ball just an inch or two past the spot. Well, he's held the spot. I don't think he wanted to do that.
40.
But he can play a little cannon, stay on the pink again. Yeah, he's just so good at
41.
these little shots. He's got that wonderful deft touch, hasn't he? In and around the pink and black area. It's just majestic to watch.
Pink back on its own
47.
spot again. This is a masterclass of positional play here around the pink.
48.
That's his 7th pink, believe it or not. And there's another
54.
few coming as well, you would feel.
55.
I can't remember seeing so many pinks being potted, Cam.
61.
Yeah, when he came to the table, I mean, it was... Well, he
62.
knocked that, the brown one. He got the fluke, but the brown to leave himself, the red to get on the pink into the right centre. That's what set him off. This has really been, as you said, Dennis, a masterclass. A genius
68.
at work.
69.
Well, he got a bit fed up potting pinks, so he decided, I'll take a few blues. The frame's over.
74.
What a break this has been to watch.
75.
Yeah, there you go. 9 pinks and switch it to the blues.
It's always a good idea to have a few greens
80.
as well, isn't it, Dennis?
Behave yourself, the darling of Dublin.
81.
But the frame well and truly over. And he'll be very happy with this display. Just lost a little bit of focus. But have a look at this shot. Have a look. Oh. You should have tried to move the red, Ronnie. Well, he gets a wonderful round of applause. Zhang has played his part. He's won a couple of frames. He's not doubled the red, but overall, that fabulous round of applause as both players shake hands. It's been a very entertaining session. And it's Ronnie O'Sullivan who takes it 7 frames to 2.
Okay, talking on com A, com A, com A.